Good morning, everybody. This is Professor Nixon. Welcome to week 2. We got through week 1. The one thing I do want to start off with before I get into the weekend review for week 2 is that I've gone through the grade book for week 1. I see that most of you have completed your discussion questions. Those of you who have not, those will be recorded as 0. There are some of you who either have forgotten to take the quiz or just did not take the quiz. Every week we have a quiz. It is due by Sunday at 11:59, so make sure that you're taking that quiz. I have sent you all emails for those who did not take it, so please make sure you check those emails and contact me if you need to. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get started. Tonight is a reminder that we have our week 2 Kaiser live session at 7 p.m. So if you can attend, please do so. And remember, to get the extra credit, you have to participate. So when I ask questions, make sure that you're either responding via chat or you can turn on your microphone and respond to me as well. So let's go down here to week 2. Your reading assignment for week 2 is chapter 9, 10, and 11. Chapter 9 is on body mechanics. Chapter 10 is for infection control. And chapter 11 is about environmental safety. So now we're getting into the OSHA part of the class. And if you remember from our lecture last week, OSHA is the Office of Health and Safety Administration, and they come in and make sure that the workplace is safe for the workers and, of course, the patients. But this is so you can see, like body mechanics, how do you actually protect yourself from injury, infection control, how do you control the spread of infection within your facility, and then how do you make your environment safe for you and for your patients. So make sure you do the reading. You have a discussion question, of course. 2 of them, and the first one, now you need to pay close attention to what I'm going to say. Chapter 10 discusses infection control and its importance. In your own words, what is the importance of infection control in the healthcare arena? They said in your own words. What they mean by that is that, based on your reading, tell me in your own words what what is the importance of infection control. Then they're asking you to list at least one way that you can help to break each element in the chain of infection. So what they want you to do, and listen carefully because everybody messes this up each course, not everybody, but the majority of people do not do what they're asking. So they're asking you to list each element within the chain, and then at least one way of breaking each element. So if you have a host, then how do you break that chain? If there's a root of infection, how do you break that chain? And if you look at figure 10-4 in your textbook, it will show you the illustration of the chain of infection, listing each link, and then out to the side of each link it will list several ways of breaking that associated link. So if you go to that figure and identify each link and at least one way of breaking that link, you will have answered the question successfully. Then I will, when I read it, I will either tell you you've actually done what you're supposed to do, and then maybe ask a question about it. If you haven't identified each link or one way of breaking the link, then I will address that and redirect you so that you can go back and try again. As many of you saw with this week's discussion, that's what I do. If you're off track, I will try to redirect you. If you're on track, I'll tell you, great job, great post. I may ask you another question to see if you can apply it to a real world situation. In response 2, you want to review the most common types of healthcare hazards on page 269, table 11-1. tell me what environmental safety means. In all honesty, how do you think you might react to workplace violence, such as being cursed at or spoken to in a loud, demeaning manner? And workplace violence can occur both via coworkers and through your patient contact with you and the patient. So think outside the box, how you would respond to that. Do you feel that your reaction to workplace violence is appropriate and professional? And any suggestions on how to properly respond to workplace violence. Okay, and again, you must have at least 4 posts on 3 separate days. Your week 2 assignment is an assignment that is quiz-like, and when you get in, there will be multiple choice questions, and this assignment will prepare you for the week 3 assignment, which is the OSHA assignment. Now, in this assignment, you can take it as many times as you like until you get a grade that you're happy with, and then move on. Again, I said this assignment gets you ready for week 3, so take it seriously, because in week 3 you have to score 70% or better to pass the course. So you want to go ahead and get the information you need from this. So go ahead and take the assignment. You can take it as many times as you like until you are happy with the grade that you want to have. Then again, we have a week 2 quiz, so do not miss that. And then at the end of week 2, we have your written assignment from week 1. So you should have already been working on your week 1 written assignment, and you should have submitted your rough draft to the OWL for review. When you get the email back from the OWL with your paper attached and your submission form attached, please forward that to me, because that's part of the grading for the week 1 written assignment. And then make sure that you are incorporating the recommended changes that the OWL makes. A lot of times my students will submit it to the OWL, submit me the email that they did submit it, however they didn't make the recommended changes. The whole purpose of this exercise with the OWL is to teach you, number one, that there is a resource out there to help you write a better paper, but also to make your paper presentable for submission. And if you're not incorporating those changes, what was the sense of submitting it to begin with? So make sure you forward that email to me as soon as you receive it back from the OWL. I've already received a couple emails from a couple of students, but not many. So if you haven't submitted to the OWL yet, please do so. And then once you get the email back, forward it to me and incorporate those changes. And then there's some videos on the OSHA just to get you up to date if you want to view them. So you can go through that. Again, extra credit if you attend the Kaiser Live and you're participating, you'll get the 0.5 points available. If you're viewing the Kaiser Live in a recorded format, you can write a summary of the Kaiser Live with specific examples and submit through this section here, and I will read it, and if you're on track, I'll give you the extra credit points. Alright, a lot of you guys have been using the Ask Questions, which is good. I do look at those frequently and answer those as soon as possible. And that's it for the week 2 review. As soon as I grade the assignments for week 2, I'll make another video to go over some of the grading issues that were common throughout, so that you don't make those mistakes again. Alright, have a good week, everybody, and as always, if you have any questions, concerns, or just need clarification on anything, please contact me via email, or you can give me a call at 954-351-4040, extension 641. Alright, have a great week.